Hi guys. We'll get started in a minute. I've taken over the downstairs, so just bear with me making best. Hey, thanks for logging in. It's so strange the time change. Oh, I love it. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. And don't worry, no pressure. Hey, Casey. No pressure to leave the hey. Oh, there we go. I see Jane. I see Joe and Paula. Good. Hey, Jackie and Kay. Hi, guys. No pressure to have the video on, but if you want to join me, that's all good. Yeah, it's a sunny, hot day. It's 3:15 in the afternoon here. And I'm just fresh out of my brother's pool. So kind of nice. But can I just get a thumbs up? You guys can hear me all right, yeah? Okay, sounds okay. Amazing. Lighting's good. Awesome, cool. We'll make do in every week, every time I log on a Tuesday, I'll be in a different space. So today I'm at my brother's in his basement. We'll be at my mom's next week, and then in a hotel the week after. But I'm looking forward to moving with you. All right, I'm gonna get started in just a minute. So get yourself comfy. We're gonna start on our backs today, our usual relaxing kind of spa, our shavasana. If in your house, it's kind of nice sometimes, like if you wanted to take a minute to like light a candle or grab anything cozy for the end. And again, you can choose whether you want to have your video on or off. And I'll get started in just a minute, but lay back, get yourself just ready for that lovely soft kind of start. I'm just going to wait one extra minute in case anybody needs me to help them get into the Zoom, but looks like all is working good. And we'll get going. So yeah, lay back, get yourself into Shavasana, close your eyes and see if you can just shut out any noise and have that little bit of quiet space for you. Amazing. Oh, how lovely. Thank you for joining me even from here. I really appreciate it. You know, lie back on your mats. Amazing. Just close your eyes. Begin to soften into the floor. And find that lovely sweet spot. Just beginning to allow the back body to sink down, maybe lifting the head or the chin in, and allow it all to kind of soften down onto the floor so that the neck feels really relaxed. And then from here, just bring the hands into a place that feel good to you, either bringing the palms down or flipping them up. It's really nice sometimes doing your practice at home, maybe bringing the hands a little wider, take up a little more space. If the legs are extended and you feel comfortable, take them a little bit wider, wiggling left or right in the hips just to see if you can release there, releasing in the glutes, and just let everything soften down. And remember, if the back hurts at all, always bring those knees in, separate the feet, and allow the knees to draw in. Good. If you feel comfortable now, just begin to soften and let the face relax. We're going to relax in the forehead. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly breathing out. Lovely. Just relaxing in the creases alongside the eyes, our crow's feet, let it all go. Finding that beautiful, restful space in the face. Relaxing, releasing the day, this lovely evening, just finding a little moment of gratitude just to yourself, for meeting yourself on the mat, taking time out in this, hour for you, and just use it for whatever you need. So if there is a little intention, if there's this is a part of the practice where you like to go, do you know what do I need? What do I want? I definitely in this chapter of my life and the busyness never have much time to say, like, what is it that I need? And maybe this is an hour for you to take a deep breath in with me and slowly exhale, just thinking, just going to let go of anything that's feeling heavy. And I'm going to invite even just a little more lightness in. And if there's anything specific, a wish, a goal, a feeling that you just want a little more of, just begin to set that little intention today and take it with you through the week, seeing if you can notice those little soft moments, that moment of self-care where you're kind of nourishing that need or that thought. Beautiful. And then just begin to find that lovely relaxation from the shoulders to the elbows to the wrists and the hands, releasing the weak in each of the fingers, tracing one and then the other. Just softening in the hips, to the knees to the ankles. Really give yourself that time and space to let go of anything at all that you're holding in the body, so that we begin our practice with nothing but softness, with the perfect beginning where we really do dedicate this hour to just being in this body, in this moment together. Good. I'm going to start by rolling the neck left to right, just taking it side to side, seeing if you can feel any tightness that you might have built up throughout the week. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Good. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Beautiful. Next time you've got the head turning towards the right hand side, just hold it there, relax the shoulders down, and just let everything soften down. Breathing in and breathing out, releasing any tenderness there. Good. Inhale, a little smile if you like. Neck comes back to center, turning the ear to the other side. Good. Relaxing the shoulders down and away. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling. Good. Just letting go. And breathing in, head comes back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to swoop the hands up over the body and just open and close those hands. Good. Bringing them wide and squeezing them into fists. You've got it. For 3, deep breaths with me. And 2, let's exhale together. And 1, beautiful. Let's take the hands into a nice tight fist and roll those wrists. Feel those clicks. Feel all the work that you've done, support you've given, messages you've sent, all that you've prepared, doors you've opened. Just let it go. Feel the work and the stretch, well deserved. And these little hands, they just do so much. Finding a little gratitude, a little magic in the body. Inhale. Let's push the hands up above the body as if you're holding a box. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale, draw the shoulders down. Keep those hands flexed. Good. We're going to bring your forefingers together, reach them up towards your ceiling. Tuck the thumbs in. Beautiful. Inhale. Bringing the fingers in. Nice little stretch here. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out with me. Awesome. Good. Let's just open the hands. Little shake out. Reach the hands up towards the ears, up over the head. Maybe bring the legs in and arch the back here like you get that little gummy bear. Feel the spine stretching. Nice length in the arms. Maybe grab the hands over the head. Good. Point the toes. Imagine someone's playing tug of war with the body, pulling the toes one way, the hands the other way. Beautiful. Inhale. Beautiful. And exhale, arms coming up. And exhale. Let's bring those hands down and walk the feet in. Amazing. We're going to bring the knees in. We're going to start with our circles. We're going to do a nice hip opening class tonight. So you can either have the feet together or apart, up to you. We're going to take those knees wide and feel out what's going on in those hips. Good. And as always, just take the movement as you need it. If there's anything that you want to leave out, just leave it out. I'm going to record this and put it back up if anybody wants to do it online. And also wanted to offer all of you as well, if you did want to add in any other class, I'm going to leave all my classes open on YouTube. So I'll send you the link following this if you did want to log in and do a little extra class. No extra cost. Just if there's anything you wanted to add into your week, you're more than welcome to, as a little thank you for still supporting me while I'm away. 3, 2, beautiful. And 1, drawing those knees in. Good. We're going to bring the feet down and plant them onto the mat. Good. We're going to do half a happy baby. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. Good. Drop that tailbone down. So if the tailbone's lifting, let's relax. You can see that. We're not lifting and squeezing here. Let it all soften down. And then we draw the knee in. And if you can think of that kind of movement that we do with the tailbone in our cow pose, we push the tailbone out, don't we, as you draw the knee in? There's that little hello in the hips. Good. So a whole body stretch today, but just a little bit of a focus here on the hips. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good. Just seeing how that feels. If it feels quite tight, stay here and continue with the breath. If not, you can extend, oh, hello to those hamstrings, that left leg, and maybe see how it feels to slowly extend that leg out along the mat or the floor. Good. That feels good. Great. If not, bend the knee again. Totally up to you. Just gonna wiggle down. Good. Inhale and slowly exhale. Good. And from here, again, knee bend or knee extend. We're going to take our little rocking. We're going to take the hand and we're going to grab that right knee. Inhale, open it wide. Left hand comes onto the left hip. Squeeze in those hips. So tuck under this time in the pelvis as you open up that knee. Good. Let's really open up those hips and find that release. Inhale, bring the knee back across and exhale over. Good. You can feel that little supine twist starting to build in. Only as far as feels good to you. Inhale, opening it wide. Tucking under, squeezing in the glutes. Exhale. Good. Breathing in, bring the knee back across and over. Nice one. See how that feels. Inhale, opening it wide. And last little crossover. Taking it over as far as feels comfortable. Good. Inhale back. Great. Just recalibrate, get that lower back nice and flat, shoulder square. Here's where we take the half a happy baby. So stay where you are. You can keep that knee out towards the right hand side, or you can kick the foot up. See if the knee drops down a little bit towards that armpit. You can use the right hand to support it, or you can walk the hand up the leg and bring it out. Now, also, if it feels a little bit strange with that left leg extended, bend the knee as well, but make sure that you're still keeping that lovely left hip down. So here is a great option. Draw the knee down, or if it feels okay with that other leg extended, take it here. Good. Notice how you're feeling. Breathing in and out. Relax both of the shoulders down. Maybe take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhaling. And as you exhale, really take that lovely squeeze under. So we squeeze in the glutes, we tuck under, drawing the pelvis forward, relaxing the shoulder blades down. Good. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling. Nice one, everybody. Breathing. Let's bring that knee back to center here. I'm going to draw the knee in towards the chest and slowly bring the foot down. Beautiful. Let's bring that left leg up towards us. Bring the feet down. Reset in the lower back if you need to. Awesome. Inhale. We're going to draw that left knee in towards the chest. You've got it. Relax the tailbone down. So we're going to push the tailbone down, thinking of our cow kind of oscillation. We're thinking about how we move in the tailbone and the pelvis here. Relax so the shoulders are soft. You've got it. Tailbone's pushing down, working into that hip. Breathe with me in and relax in the shoulders, softening in the jaw. If you've got tightness in the hips, breathing in. If you're straining in the neck, a really good move anytime you like is just to wiggle that head left to right. Exhaling, finding that lovely little bit of time to release any tightness that you built up there. Now you've got the option to stay here, or you can kick up. You know the deal. Oh, my little, always that Tin Man effect. Hello to those hamstrings. It feels okay extending out. You've got it. Relax the shoulders, legs out. If it feels too much, bend the knee. This is a great opportunity. We want to make sure that that right hip's pushing down. We're going to use the left hand. Inhale. Let's open it wide. Squeeze and tuck under. So you're opening up in the hips here. You should feel that little tingle in the hips, that little squeeze. We're trying to make that move, that knee move open as much as possible. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Good. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Beautiful. Inhaling and slowly breathing out. Let's bring it across. Take it over, using that right hand to help you see how far it feels good on the back and that hip. Inhale, opening it wide. Nice job. Relaxing in the neck, the shoulders. Exhale. Take those slow, deep breaths with me, even if they're not on my face. I'm always just giving that guidance just to support you, making sure those slow, that beautiful slow breathing is happening. Breathing in as we exhale, crossing it over. Good. Breathing in, opening it up. Nice one. And as we exhale, bring it back across. Last one. See how that feels for you, where things might be feeling tight. And opening it wide. You've got it. Good. Now, this is a great place to stay for that half a happy baby. You can keep the knee wide. You can stay here. You can bring the knee a little bit up, flex the foot and let the knee drop out. Maybe start by bringing that left hand down relax the knee on it. That might be exactly where you want to stay. Or you can walk the hand up the leg, maybe grabbing that lower part of the leg or the ankle and draw the knee in the direction of the armpit, just up and down the outside of the body. Beautiful. Maybe grabbing the outer edge of the foot if that feels good. And if it does feel too much, you've got options bending in to the opposite knee or working here, breathing in. And as you exhale, really focus on tucking under in the pelvis. Try to relax in the neck if you're straining the jaw. Inhale and exhale. Remember, if you feel that sensation where you feel like you want to come out of it, there's this like little pull. This is our release, this emotional release. Inhaling. Let's let go of anything emotional, not serving us. We work through those hips. You've got it. Inhaling and relax in the face and exhale. Amazing. Slowly bringing the foot in. Inhale, bring that knee in towards the chest. Give it a little squeeze in towards you. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing in the neck, and bring the foot down. Amazing. Breathing in. Let's bring that right foot back in. Just a recenter in the lower back. Deep breath with me. And exhale through the mouth. Awesome. We're going to bring both knees in. Just seeing how that feels. Draw the nose in towards the knees. Give yourself a good squeeze here. Beautiful. Feel that lower back pushing into the mat. And slowly bring everything down. Feet, hands, backs of the arms. Relax the neck. Good. Inhale. And as we exhale, squeezing and push the lower back in, nose towards the knee. Big squeeze, little arch of that spine. 3, 2, 1. And slowly bring it back down. Beautiful. Inhale. Firing up that core a little bit. Push the lower back in, draw the nose in towards the knees. You've got it. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Bringing it back down. Beautiful. Relaxing the neck. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Big squeeze. Tucking under. Oh, feel that lovely work. Push the lower back into the mat. Be as small as you can be. And slowly bring it all the way back down. You've got it. Great. Relaxing the neck. Let's bring the feet wide. So outer edges in line with the outer edges of the mat, or that distance. If you don't have a mat at home, you just doing it on the floor. That's all good too. We're going to take our knees over towards the right hand side. Nice little twist here. Good. See how that feels for you. So again, we are opening up in the tops of the legs, thinking about a little bit of hip work here. Remember, if it's absolutely fine if your legs are a little bit higher. If you wanted to keep that same shape, but add a little bit more dimension to your stretch, thinking about where your right leg is, lift the right foot, and you can bring that foot somewhere between the hip and the knee, maybe drop the knee down. It works like a little sandbag, adding to that twist. You don't want to be lifting in the shoulders. Wiggle so that those shoulder blades are down onto the mat. The head's looking up towards the ceiling, and you're getting that lovely twist. Relaxing, inhale. And exhale. Remembering, don't use the leg if it feels too much. Just go back. Beautiful breath to the belly. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Amazing. If you wanted to extend the arms up over the head, you can. You can interlace the fingers. Push the palms up. You can just bring them up or keep hands on the belly. Whatever feels good. Deep breath with me in. And out. Amazing. Breathing in. And breathing out. Beautiful. The head comes back to center, bringing the arms down, unraveling. If you've taken that right leg up, bring the knees back to center. Beautiful. Dropping them over. Great. So we're thinking about the stretch in the tops of the legs. Again, we're twisting a little into the hips. The back body's working. Make sure that if the shoulders have kind of wiggled over towards the right hand side, if it feels comfortable, wiggle the shoulders so that they're square. And just if it feels too much, lift the knees a little bit. So taking it as you need it, you can stay here. You can lift up in the left leg and bring it somewhere between the knee and the hip and relax the knee down. Even if the knees are a bit higher, or if you're a little bit more open, you can drop them down and use that leg. Again, I like to say it's like a sandbag. There are classes I've gone to where you use sandbags in areas like this, but you can also use the foot. So relaxing down, relaxing the neck if you need to lift and recenter it, and breathe into the belly. Inhale. And slowly exhaling, softening in the face and the jaw, maybe a little smile. Breathing in. Oh, it feels so good. Thank you guys for logging on. I love seeing all your little names pop up. It's so awesome to still stretch and move with you. I really appreciate you all. Maybe interlacing the fingers and reaching the arms up over the head if that feels good to you. Inhaling. Feel where the breath goes when the arms reach up, and exhale. It's just amazing, actually, all that beautiful space it fills the space within us. Good. Filling that with that light, with that oxygen, all that goodness. Inhale. Sending all that great fresh air to the organs. Beautiful. Slowly bringing the hands down, unraveling the feet and bringing it back to the center. Good. Just resetting that lower back, bringing the feet back in. Amazing. Good. Well, we can't do hips if we don't do happy baby. I think it's just magic, this stretch, in so many ways. Good. Drawing it in. Take those knees wide. Good. You can stay here. You can use the hands opening up wide. You can relax the hands underneath, or you can flex those feet, you know, where we're headed, feet up, knees dropping in. Good. Hands either supporting the knees or walk down the lower part of the leg, outer edges of the feet, and take your little rock side to side. See how you're feeling here. Feel that lower back. Get that little massage for me. Take some slow, deep breaths, just relaxing into it. If it feels really tight tonight, just breathe through that. Imagine you're letting go of more than just like the tightness in the body. Maybe you're just letting go of anything at all that just feels like it's not serving you at this chapter of life. Deep breaths in and slowly exhale. Amazing. You can continue with that rock. It's feeling relaxing and good on the body. If you want a little bit more depth, come and join me in a little stillness. Both are great. We're going to work those knees a little deeper into the elbows, but look, that tailbone often wants to lift. Let's push the tailbone down. Push both shoulder blades down into the mat and open those hips nice and wide. You've got it. Relax in the neck if you're straining at all. Maybe take your gaze up if you're looking at the camera. You know how to do this. Breathe in and exhale. Working through that tightness. Oh, hello to those hips. Releasing any worries, anxieties, fears, control. Just let go and surrender. Letting go of anything in your past. Just finding this opportunity to use the hips to release that emotional kind of side of where we're at today. Inhale, release those ankles. If you're rocking, bring the body back to center. Let's roll the ankles. Love that. Rolling in the other direction. Good. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Slowly use the hands. Bring the knees in and bring the feet down. Good. Bringing that head back to center. Amazing. Inhale, we're just going to draw the right knee in. We're going to switch and tap the toes. Good. What I want you to do here is make sure that the lower back's not just relaxing. I want you to tuck under. So tuck under in the pelvis, core starting to fire up as you find those knees. We're getting almost like a little crunch on the floor. This is really great to get into those different parts of the abs. We're also working a little bit into the hips as little levers. Good. Taking your gaze up towards the ceiling if you feel comfortable, feeling that work in the core. Good. Keep it going like this. Take a break if you need it. If anybody wants to add to it, you can extend the heel and the heel like you're cycling. Good. Feeling that connection. Lower back is pushing into the floor the whole way. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Cycling the legs if you like. Feeling that little core power. We're also cycling to get into those hips. Take a break if you need to or keep it going. 5. Breathe with me. A little smile. Really tuck under. Push the lower back into the mat. That's your number one thought. And your breath. 4. Nice slow count. You got this, team. 3. Keep it moving. 2. Woo! You got it. And last one. Absolutely beautiful. Inhale, bringing those knees in. Relax the lower back this time. Maybe find a little rock left to right. Taking your ears opposite ways. You've got it. Deep breaths with me in. And just let it go. Amazing. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center with the knees. Let's bring the feet down onto the mat. Good. Just resetting the lower back. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest. Take the knee wide, and we're going to bring that foot on top of the left leg. Shimmy the ankle off. Yeah. so we don't have too much pressure on the ankle. Like I said, it's really not a huge deal, but if we practice a lot, like most of us do, we just don't want to put too much pressure on the ankle. Good. Relaxing the shoulders and the neck. Inhale. If that feels a lot, stay there. You want to reach through the leg, grabbing, draw the knee in. Now, it's going to feel a little bit easier if you lift up into the pelvis. Let's think about pushing the tailbone down, relaxing it down, and we open up that knee, drop the shoulders down, relaxing in the neck. If you want to lift the neck up, draw the chin in, and then lay the neck back down. Beautiful. Inhaling. And as you exhale, draw the knee in just a little closer. We're trying to get that stretch all the way down into the glutes. We're also opening up and working into the hip joint here. Relaxing in and out with the deep breaths. Good. Settling into the stretch. Inhale. And slowly exhaling. Good. If you wanted to extend, you can get a little bit of an extension into the opposite foot, maybe pointing and flexing. Good. 4. Deep breath in, 3, 2, little smile, and 1. Amazing, team. Slowly bring it down and bring the foot down onto the mat. Right, let's cross it over as far as you can. So you're trying to think about if you were sat on a chair, can you cross the knees or move as close in that direction as possible, bringing the palms down. Inhale, draw the knees in towards you. Good. Relax the tailbone down. You might be like, hey, Megs, I'm really feeling that. Just stay there. You can bring the feet a little closer to the floor. Next option, grab the outer leg. So it's the left leg this time, bringing the head back to center. Inhale and exhale, draw those knees in. Whew. That's where you get into the glutes and that little tightness into those hips. This is that little winner. Sometimes if you have sciatica or really tight kind of glutes, even into the lower back, I always think this is that little stretch. It's called cow facing. We're going to even try it on the floor today, something I don't often kind of work with. We're going to have a go and just work in that direction and see how you feel. Inhaling and exhaling. You also have an option here. If you're really open, you can grab the outer edge of the feet, line the knees up and draw those knees in towards the chest and the toes towards the outside of the body, but try not to squeeze in the glutes. Everybody relaxing that tailbone down, relaxing in the neck, deep breath in and slowly exhaling out. Let it go. Let's release the tightness in that body that we're holding. Maybe things you're holding on for years, maybe things just in the moment in this chapter. I want you to feel light in body and in mind as you guys drift into the end of your day. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's let go. Slowly bring the feet down. Inhale, bringing the feet back onto the mat, knees separate. Good. Reset in the lower back if you want, just lifting a little bit in the pelvis. And slowly bring that lower back down so everything's nice and square with the ceiling. Awesome. Other side. So we're going to draw in. Already I can feel my hip opening a little bit. Let's take the knee wide. We're just going to bring the knee out. Good. Shimmying that ankle out and away. You've got it. Good. See how that feels. Sometimes it's tight just as is. I know this is really tight sometimes, so stay here. If it feels good, inhale, reaching through. And as we exhale, we're working to draw the knee in. But again, as we lift the knee in towards the chest, it's really common that we kind of just lift everything. See if you can think about pushing the tailbone down into the mat. And as we breathe, we're going to slowly bring the knee in towards the chest. Amazing, team. You've got it. Inhaling and slowly exhaling, relaxing in the face, softening in the jaw. If you feel like you're straining in the neck, just take any sort of adjustment that you need. Little smile if you like. Just breathe with me in. And as we exhale, work the knee in a little closer. Just finding that beautiful release. Good. Letting go that tightness. We're kind of getting deep into that glute. You can kind of feel the work also with the knee bent, working into the hips, inhaling and slowly exhaling out. Beautiful. Option to extend if you want to get a little stretch in the hamstring. If it's just too tight, no worries. Maybe flexing that foot. Again, all up to you. Take it as you need it. Deep breaths with me in. And as you exhale, push that tailbone down into the mat. Good. Breathing in slowly. Bring the foot down. You've got it, crossing it over. Beautiful. This is a little hidden gem. So here it might feel good. Maybe bring the hands down, draw the knees in, and just feel like if you can release all the way down into the mat, tailbones pushing down, knees draw in. If it's feeling tight, just stick here. It's absolutely perfect. Let gravity do the work, just like we do in our kind of Baddha Konasana, our butterfly pose. We let the gravity support us. This is great to stay here. Next option, you can use the hands. Again, that's a little bit of a sandbag. You use the hands on that left knee. Inhale. And as we exhale, maybe use the hands to draw the knee in, but try not to lift too much in the tailbone. Draw that tailbone down towards the mat rather than letting everything tuck under. Tilt it away. Thinking cow. Oscillation in the pelvis. Inhaling and exhaling. Just feeling that release as you breathe. Great. Staying there. If there is anybody who has the little bit extra openness in the hips and the glutes, might be the kind of stage that suits you. You can grab the outer edges of the feet. Remember, one like stage is not better than the other. They're all getting you where you need to be in this body, in this moment, in this chapter of life. So if it feels good to bring them there, pushing the tailbone down, knees in, take it here, feet on the outer edges of the body, just relaxing in the face. Inhale. Little smile, feeling good. Nice one. Thanks for joining me. Bringing me all the joy, team. Exhale. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Good. Let's let go. Slowly bringing the feet down and unraveling the feet, bringing it all back. And thinking about Baddha Konasana, butterfly, we're going to take Supta Baddha Konasana, our reclined butterfly pose. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Rock a little bit left to right to get those knees wide. If the hips are really tight as you let the knees drop out, it's nice to bring the hands maybe underneath the glutes here, kind of on your bottom. And you can support the knees, relax the shoulders down, chin in, or you can let it all just go and bring the hands onto the belly. Up to you. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Again, just let that pose come to you, closing the eyes, just taking in this space, just enjoying being at home. Maybe taking a moment just to relax into your floor, feeling the night slowly seep in, feeling the day coming to an end, and just allowing yourself this time to release. Instead of pushing all the way through sometimes the class, it's nice just to let that energy, let the pose come to us. Just staying here. Deep breaths with me. 3 inhalations and exhale through the mouth with me. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Awesome. Close the eyes if you wanted. Breathing in. Exhale. Let it go. Amazing. And 3rd breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Letting it go. And beautiful, team. We're going to use the hands now, either wiggling them out and support and slowly bring those knees in. Awesome. We're going to roll the body over towards the right hand side. Just take yourself a second in fetal position, inhaling and exhaling. Begin just to push the body up to a nice upright position on the mat. Awesome. Nice work, everyone. If you have a drink with you, grab a little drink. Cheers. Amazing. So we're going to move into a tabletop position. If your floor is a little bit harder and you need any padding, grab anything around you like a pillow, or you can roll the back of the mat. I'm on a carpeted floor, so I'm going to leave mine, but slowly meet us in our tabletop position. You can kind of wiggle if you need to change your camera angles at any point, please feel free. We're going to kind of work in this position. And then we're going to find our way to face forward. So we're going to kind of face the side and face forward as well. All right. When you're ready, meeting me in tabletop position. Nice one, everybody. Bringing the hands nice and wide. We want the hands really, fingers really wide, shoulders in line with the wrists, knees in line with the hips. Good. We're going to untuck those back toes, sink back towards your heels. That's where we want to be. And then we're going to peel up, tuck under in the pelvis, and then lean forward with the pelvis. You can stay here, or you can let the pelvis draw down. That could be great, drawing from your core, nice wrist stretch and strength, or let it all sink down. Drop the shoulders down, chin in, looking forward. Relax the forehead. Good. So if the back feels good, just let everything soften down. Draw in from your core, push into the hands, sinking back. Inhale and exhale, draw the shoulders down. chin in. Good. Inhale, coming all the way back up, thinking about your core, letting the pelvis drop forward, staying here if that feels good, or let it all drop, lifting up, shoulders draw down, chin draws in. Breathe with me. Inhale, using that little bit of opportunity. I'm going to give you a count of 5. You move forward and back as you like. Close the eyes if you want. Make this movement really fluid. Make it yours. Good. For 5. Beautiful. Find some slow, deep breaths with me. Nice one. 4. Nice one. 3. Find that beautiful fluid movement. 2. Be quick or slow. Nice one. And last one. I'm going to get you to meet me in child's pose, either option with the knees hip distance, or you can take the knees wide, big toes to touch. Another little opportunity to get into those hips. If you want to take them really wide, we've opened them up quite a bit on the floor. Maybe bring the hands into fists, or you can let the body drop down. Just see how you feel here. Breathing in, squeezing and relaxing. Just allowing the knees to squeeze out as much as feels comfortable to you. Let the chest dip down if that feels good. Softening in the face. The forehead makes it to the mat. Roll the forehead left to right. Feel that release. Really try to let go of any sort of headaches. Breathing. In and out. 3. Good. Softening down. 2. And 1. Amazing. Bring the head back to center. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to walk the hands back in, slowly peeling it up. And if you can, bring those knees in. You've got it. Good. Inhale, we're going to extend the legs. So we're going to inhale, extend that right leg. We're going to bend the knee and we're going to take a step forward. So draw the knee in towards the nose as much as you can and take that step forward. Good. You need to use the hand to bring it a little more forward. You want the knee roughly in line with the ankle. Inhale, lifting up. Good. We're going to reach the arms forward and up, or you can have them on the hips. Inhale, sinking down nice and deep. Drop the shoulders down. Good. Option to stay here. You can bring the thumbs in. Maybe we twist in and get a bit more depth in the hips. Maybe left elbow twist towards that right knee. We've done some great hip work, so we might be able to sink a little further. Good. Option here to tuck that elbow in front, where you can stay lifted. Maybe bring the hands in towards the sternum. And breathe here. Sometimes that breath deepens the stretch. An option to stick, or if you want to tuck your back toe, challenger, you don't have to do it, but you can lift that back leg, back heel draws back, sinking into that front foot. You've got it. 3. Amazing. 2 and 1. Bringing the back knee back. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching up. Bring the hands on either side of that front foot. Wiggle it back. Knees hip distance, sinking down. Child's pose. Just knees hip distance. So breathe here, just sinking down. Inhale, we're going to peel the body up and find a nice cat pose. We've not actually done cat yet. Beautiful, great work. Hold those shoulder blades apart. Roll the shoulders up, dip the belly, and lift in the chest. Remember, we don't want those shoulders coming towards the ears. Drop down, find that leg, lift in the tailbone. Little smile if you like, soften in the forehead. Inhale, draw in from your core. Exhale, find that beautiful flat back. Good, we're stepping forward. Inhale, let's extend with that left leg, bending in the knee. Draw the knee in towards the nose. We take a big step forward. Good. Find that lovely kind of big step so we can come up into a really nice lunge. So inhale and exhale, reaching up, our hands stay on the hips, sinking down. So remember, this is great. You can stay here. You can bring the hands down. You can bring the thumbs in towards the sternum and stay here. You can take a little twist if you like. This time it's right elbow towards the left knee. You can keep it lifted or relax it on the knee. Don't worry how far you twist. But if you have the range, tuck the elbow in front of that knee. Maybe even draw the thumbs in towards the sternum. Feel that beautiful twist. Sinking forward into the front knee. A little challenger if you like, tucking the back toes. Knee drives forward. Do not worry if that's not for you. A few little options for everybody in the room. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it back down, reaching it up. And exhale, bringing the hands on opposite sides of that front foot, wiggling it back. Inhale, sinking down. And exhale. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, we're going to peel it back up to tabletop. Good. Right leg extends. Nice bend in the knee. We're going to take a big step forward. Good. We're going to slowly come up, hands onto the hips. So I'm going to face my back to you in a moment just so you can see it from this direction. But I want you to think warrior two on the knee. So we're going to slowly just begin to turn. I want you to take your left foot and slowly turn it towards the long edge of the mat. And the right foot's going to slowly wiggle in a little bit more. So this time, that right heel's roughly in line with the front of your knee. And then we're going to turn and face that left hand side. Yeah? So I know you can see my back, but I want to show you from this angle. We don't want the tailbone sticking out. We're going to tuck under in the glutes. We're going to roll the shoulders up and drop the shoulders down. Good. And again, the knee, we don't want the knee trekking inwards, just like in our warrior two. We want to be squeezing and tucking under, knee opening. Good. Inhale, find those arms so you can tuck under. So we're squeezing, tucking under, pelvis drawing forward, shoulders drawing down. Inhale. And exhale, line up those middle fingers with me. You've got it. If that feels enough, just stay here. If you want to bend a little bit into that front knee, you might not need much here to get a little bit deeper. A nice one. Relaxing in the shoulders and slowly coming back forward into the center. Good. Inhale. We're going to just rock forward and back a little deeper into the hip at your own pace. You've got it. Inhale and exhale for 5. Leaning in. Good. And 4, coming forward and back like a little pulse. Yogi's choice. As slow or as quick as you like. 3. Deep breaths with me. You're doing great. 2. Good. An option to stay here, or you can bend the knee, sinking a little deeper. Remember, we don't want that bottom sticking out. Squeeze and tuck under. Maybe side angle. Bringing that arm down. Right elbow onto the right knee. Left hand onto the left hip, or you can reach that left hand up, sinking as deep as you can. You can also take your gaze up towards the palm if you like, as you tuck under. 3, 2, 1. Left hand, if you really want to open the hips, bring it in front of that foot. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. Great. We're going to take our time. Front foot wiggles out a little bit. Back foot pivots back around. You've got it. Reaching up and slowly bring the hands on opposite side of that front foot. Bringing it down. Inhale and exhale, sinking down. Let's just take a little moment here, relaxing in the arms, maybe forehead on the mat or on the fists. Just relax. Take a breath with me in and out. That's a really good one for the hips, getting a little bit deeper there. Well done, everyone. For 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, beautiful work tonight. Just finding that lovely release, reaching the hands forward, peel the body up to lovely tabletop position. Good. Breath in. Let's extend, bend into that left leg. We're going to bend the knee in and take your step forward. Good. We're going to come all the way up, hands to the hips. Amazing. So finding that position, we want to take that right leg and wiggle it and open the body towards the right hand side. Good. You can have the back toes tucked or untucked. It's all about what feels more balanced for you. And we're going to wiggle that left foot in. So we're kind of roughly have it in line with your knee. And again, we don't want to be leaning forward. We want to squeeze and tuck under so you feel that length. And again, not kind of collapsing in the upper body. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. And exhale, draw in from your core, nice and strong. Remember, tucking under, tracking that knee as far open as you can. Already feel it, just doing that work. Inhale, reaching the arms nice and long. See if you can find them so that we're not kind of flying our planes up and down, arms out. Love that idea of just tracing that middle finger. Inhale, front middle finger as your gaze. Keep the squeeze, maybe sinking just a little if you feel it. And coming all the way back up, keeping that drawing in from the core, keeps that lovely posture. Good. Find your little drawing forward and back, your little pulse, what feels good to you, but still keeping that little bit of structure and foundation we built. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. 5. Nice deep breaths with me. 4, 3. Keep that squeeze as you sink down. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Option to stay here. You can hold, bring the hands down, or you can hold and sink a little deeper if that feels good to you. Bringing that front elbow down. You can bring that top hand onto the hips, or inhale, you can reach the arm up, maybe alongside the ear, sinking a little deeper. Good. Drawing in from your core, opening that knee a little bit wider, maybe taking your gaze towards the top hand if you fancy a little play. Equally, if you're quite open, you can bring that left hand in on the inside, maybe opening the chest, opening the knee wider. Good. Ooh. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. You got it. Bring the hands on the hips. Beautiful. Front foot wiggles wider. Back foot slowly pivots. Take your time. Sometimes you get a little bit wobbly here. Reaching up, team. And exhale, bringing the hands down on opposite sides of that front foot. Wiggle the foot back. Sinking down into your child's pose. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. You can relax the elbows down. Just take a little moment to reset. Deep breath in and out. Good. We're going to reach those hands forward. Inhale, peel the body up into cat pose. Tuck the back toes. Good. We've not done loads in this hamstring, so let's lift up in the knees and see where we're at. Find your downward dog. So shifting the weight back, wiggling those heels, swing the hips. You might even feel the work we've been doing in the hips and the knees. What's happening there? Good. Inhale, you can continue to wiggle, but if it feels good to take a 3-legged dog option here, we've worked a little bit into that space, maybe kicking it up. 3, 2, and 1. Walking those heels. Again, if it feels too much from downward dog, you can come to the knees and kick one leg up, or just meet us in the front of the mat. We're going to come to standing next. Option to kick the other leg out if you feel like it. Only if that's starting to feel good. If it's a nice option, listen to your intuition here. Bring the foot back down. Inhale and exhale. Let's look forward between those thumbs. Come to the tops of the toes. Step, maybe hop. You've got it. And pull down, hanging the chin in. Inhale, a little halfway lift. You've got it. Exhale, bend those knees. Reaching up. You might have a decapitated yoga teacher in a minute. Reaching up. I'll move my camera. Exhale, bringing the thumbs in. Beautiful, team. Nice work. Good. Good. Shake it out. Nice big circles here. Thanks. Awesome. A little shake. We're going to face forward and work with a little bit of our balances today. So grab a drink if you've got it. We're going to play with some of that work into the hips and then drop down into our beautiful Shavasana. Cheers, everyone. So great opportunity if your floor is different. You can feel it out. Sometimes it feels good on the mat, off the mat. Sometimes holding onto the wall, a sofa or a chair feels good too. We're going to play a little bit with our tree pose, perfect for all that work we've been doing in the hips. And just play a little bit with, we focused some work on our core, didn't we? Just to kind of remember that's that center point. So let's bring the feet hip distance. Breathe with me in. And exhale, let it go. How good does that feel? Awesome. Breathing in and exhale. A little bend in the knee. Shift the weight over. Standing leg is going to be your right leg. The left heel wiggles over. Good. Now, I like to really teach that the hip, we don't want to dip it. We want to draw it in. So the body's coming forward, and then we want to tuck under. Okay? But the upper body doesn't want to collapse. Roll the shoulders up and back. Want a little tiny micro bend in that standing leg to help. And you should be squeezing, rotating, tucking under. Drawing from the core, shoulders back. That foot might lift a little bit to the lower part of the leg. Keep that knee coming wide. If the balance is there today, you're finding something not moving in front of you, maybe see if you can bring it to the inner thigh. And I'm going to show you the opposite here. You can see on the camera. This is me relaxing into it. My hip starts to dip. We're going to push this inner thigh in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. My pelvis is tucking under and my knee starts to track wider. And then I draw nice and tall from the crown of the head. Good. Squeeze it and tuck in. Good. So sometimes we can become complacent when that foot comes there, but we don't want that hip dip in. 3, 2, and 1. Staying there. If you've got the balance, if not, hold on. If anybody wants to play with a little tricky one, bring the hands up. Maybe see if you can take a little side stretch. Sometimes I wobble out of this one. Sometimes I'm really solid. 3. Drop the shoulder down. 2, and one. Amazing. Squeezing in. Bring the knee forward and down. Good. Let's shake it out. Take those big circles. Inhale and exhale. Oh, it's feeling good, right? I don't know about you, but I can feel those glutes. I can feel myself go dancing tonight. Always make that joke, but it just feels so good, doesn't it? Especially at the end of the class, the hip ones just, I don't know, see if you can pick up on the release that you found as you kind of get into bed or kind of finish your day. All right, the next side, breathing in and slowly breathing out. Awesome. Let's bend the knees. We're going to shift the weight over towards the other leg, wiggling that heel in. Good. Again, we don't want the hip dipping, so I like to draw it in. And then we tuck under. Pelvis draws forward. We roll the shoulders up and back. We open in the chest. Shoulders draw down strong in your core. Little micro bend in the standing leg, tall from the top of the head. And bringing it up. We're squeezing and tucking. Good. So many little cues to kind of go through, just so that we build on that beautiful foundation. We're working strong in our posture, strong in our core, squeezing, getting the hip opening effect from this pose. Maybe use the wall if you need to. Anybody wants to bring it in? All right, I'm going to show you that little relaxed way. So sometimes the hip dips and we sit here. We want to squeeze in the glutes, tuck under, push this inner thigh comes in and we open wide. Good, the knees squeezing. Really good work, tucking under the pelvis, strong in the center of the body, tall from the head. If anybody wants to play with balance, maybe we bring the hand up. Good, and down. So we've got that right hand out, left hand out, maybe just play. Again, you can hold on to something. 3, 2, 1. Sometimes I always fall out of this one. Beautiful, keep squeezing. Bring the knee in and down. Good little shake out. Amazing. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Great job, team. So we're going to move into Malasana pose. If it feels too much, so Malasana is on the ground, almost like a yogi squat. So you can lift the heels. We're going to squat down and open up. But if your hips and knees are a little bit sore, you can do the pose from standing. So I'm going to show you right now. Bring the feet about hip distance apart. We want to take the toes out almost like you're doing like a ballet plie in second position. So you can bend here and maybe take the arms wide and wide for this one if it feels too much, and then straighten the legs when that feels good. Or option 2, you can take the feet, we can bend in the knees and see how it feels to come down, starting with the heels lifted. So you can kind of see this, my knees are wide. You can bring the hands forward. If anybody can wiggle, sometimes you can wiggle and get the heels down. It's fine if you don't, but we want to drop your bottom down. Awesome, sitting up nice and tall. So whether you've taken it deep, if the knees are too sore for this one, go a little higher, breathe in, bend those knees for us. We're all going to bring the elbows in and take the elbows wide. Let the chest drop forward. Good, Malasana. It's also wreath pose. Let the bottom, if you wanted to bring that right hand out, you can. You can reach up with the left, and we're using that right hand to draw that knee wide and take a nice twist. Good. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Slowly bringing it back to center and opening. This time, other side, left hand up, left hand out, right hand up. Good. Again, you can do it from that lovely higher plie position. Inhale and exhale, coming back to center. Good. You're in that plie position. Find a comfortable way to get down to the floor. If you're with me, come with the hands behind you, slowly bringing the feet in front of you. Good. What we're going to do is we're going to just cross the legs if that feels comfortable. We're going to sit like this. Or I wanted to teach you, we were looking at cow facing pose on our back. It might feel way too much, but coming to the end, you might feel like you could get into that position. So I'll give you an option to have a little play with the new pose or a different variation of it. I always do it on the floor. So if you wanted to lift that right knee up and just wiggle it a little bit wider, we're going to tuck. I want you to see the right foot. So left knee is bent. Right knee, we're bringing it in towards the center and bringing the foot back as far as we can towards that left-hand side. Can you see? So I've got my right knee in the middle and my right foot back. Good. And then you might feel good here. You can bring the hand, draw the chest open, or you might be able to cross over with that left foot and sit up. Now that might be enough. If that feels too much, just stay there or bring the foot back. The other option here, if you're thinking about cow facing, do you remember what we did? We crossed the legs over. So you may be able to sit down a little bit more into that right or left sit bone. And maybe you're able to bring the left foot back and cross the knees on top of each other. Don't worry if that's nowhere there. So we're here, or you can cross those knees. And if you have the knees crossed, maybe you can wiggle the feet a little bit wider. So there's a pose there, kind of wiggling so that the sit bones are straight. And I've got my knees lined up. Remembering it might not be there. Maybe draw the chest forward wherever you are, whether you're here or whether you're here. Both are great. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. If anybody does want to lean forward, you can slowly reach the hands forward, bring the feet wide, and you get that little extra stretch, hips and the glutes. And you see that pose is quite strong. We don't do it quite often. It's not always as accessible for everybody, but just an option tonight if you want. And if you're here, again, just leaning forward with the chest. Beautiful. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. If you're leaning forward, slowly bring it up. Let's bring that foot on in front and we're going to switch sides. Awesome. Okay, so feet in front of us. We're going to take that left foot. We're going to bring it underneath. We're going to bend the left knee and bring the left knee so that it's in front of us. Good. Wiggle so those sit bones, you feel nice and sturdy and balanced. Good. You can bring the right foot in. Inhale, lifting in the chest, draw the chest forward. Breathing in and breathing out. That might be great. Option 2, crossing over here. You can draw the chest forward here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Maybe really sitting down. So this time we're really focusing as you bring the foot across, sitting that right sit bone down. And also if you feel like you've got it, the knees aren't feeling too sore, you can bring the feet wider. You can cross the knees in front of each other. You might feel that already really quite tight. Maybe you're not in it. Do not worry, but just giving you another option. Inhale, leaning forward. Belly comes towards the chest, maybe reaching forward and breathing in and breathing out. Great. Taking it wherever feels good to you. 5, 4, 3, relaxing in the face and the forehead. 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way back up and slowly just unraveling that pose. Beautiful. You've got the option to sit cross-legged or bring the bottoms of the feet together in our Baddha Konasana, seeing where you're at here. Nice and tall in the chest, knees wide. Good. Inhale, opening the feet like a book. If you're here, leaning forward, bringing the fingertips forward, or you can bring the hands back, pushing into the fingertips, chest lifts, or folding into it. You choose. Last little bit into that hips before we get into our relaxation. Inhaling and slowly exhaling, relaxing in the neck. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Good. Inhale, coming all the way back up and finding a comfortable position in your upright kind of seated stance. Amazing. Before we drop into our Shavasana today, I'm going to get us to just take a little time to relax in the face. I know I'm not there, so grab a little drink, and I'm going to give you an option just to release any tightness in the face. Cheers, everyone. So pointer, finger, and middle finger. I'm going to bring them into the space between the eyebrows. And I just want you to take a few breaths as you continue just to move in and around the eyebrow, just trace in that line. Take a breath with me in and out. Good. Just keep it moving. Maybe just feel the tightness in the skin, maybe from the warmer days, or maybe it's a little bit softer. Good. Reaching up and around the hairline if you like. Good. Find that release. Close the eyes if you feel comfortable with what you're doing. Deep breath. Don't be afraid to give it a little push. And when you get to the temples, this time maybe find some nice circles here. Sometimes it feels nice to push from the temple up into the hairline, just here. Kind of giving it, you can play with where you feel it as you move kind of up. Good. Breathe with me, inhale. And slowly exhale. Amazing. This time we're going to bring the hands up in between the eyes on the top of the nose. Just trace down and around the cheekbones. You can kind of feel that. Maybe moving in where the sinus is. You can feel if you've got any tightness there and hay fever, this is a good one for you. Breathing in, and now I always have that actually. My little prone area. Awesome. Another thing that feels good, you can continue with this. If it doesn't feel weird, maybe you make circles down the nose, maybe into the nostrils. This should feel like a nice release. Sometimes you get a little runny nose, but this is really good. I always say a little doctor taught me this one actually. It's really good to release in the face. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then bringing it back to center. Maybe take a little moment. You can use the hands just to go down the jawline. Little reminder to release, separate the teeth. Good. And if it doesn't feel weird, no one's watching, move that jaw around. Just release. Ah. It looks strange, but it feels good. Awesome. Breathing in with me. And exhale, letting it go. Amazing. Maybe close the eyes here where you're sat and just take a little moment in stillness. Just see how you're feeling. Just want you to soak up the quiet in your own home as the night draws in. Maybe just soaking up silence or the subtle sound of someone watching TV in another room. Maybe you can just hear the soft sound of your own breath. Checking in on how you feel in your body. Maybe there's some sort of release or softness. How are you feeling in mind? Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Let your breath go back to its natural rhythm and begin to just settle into the softness that yoga brings. That beautiful peacefulness, the calming of the mind. Just sitting in it, noticing it. From here, deciding where you want to take your Shavasana. Do you want to lay down, wrap up in a blanket, get cozy on your favorite chair, sofa? Take the sound of my voice right into bed, whatever feels good. Find your favorite Shavasana pose, lying down, closing the eyes, closing the lights, using whatever props you've got. I want you to find your favorite position to rest and reset. Just coming back to where we began, relaxing in the forehead, softening in that space between the eyebrows where you hold so much thought, letting go. Feeling the ground, the earth, the comfort of your home supporting you, catching you, holding you. Beautiful foundation. Just finding gratitude for this moment, for this breath, for this beautiful home, and the opportunity to practice in a space that feels safe and comfy for you. Just rest. Stop. Allow the back body to melt into the floor, the space you chose. Just drifting and melting a little deeper into the stillness and silence you've created. Allow the whole body embrace the sensation, being rested and relaxed. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. My favorite poem, an oldie but a goodie. If there's one thing that I may tell you, let it be that you are home. Your body is the only house that you will ever truly own. Maybe it's got some broken windows and there are tear stains on the floors. Maybe you lock the things you wish you weren't behind its many doors. But there is wisdom on its bookshelves and a laugh to light those rooms. There's a vase upon the table where the love you've grown all blooms. Dreams sit on that mantelpiece next to kindness and your trust, where you use them all so often, they have no time to collect dust. So please don't look at mansions with that envy in your eyes. There's more that makes a home than its appearance or its size. Your body is your shelter, so you deserve to love it all. Don't let the world stand around outside and tell you how to paint your walls. How lucky that you have somewhere to protect you from the night. And if there's cracks left from your past, well, then they just let in more light. Wishing you the most beautiful week ahead. And with the deepest gratitude, thank you for joining me. I've just loved every minute with you. That is your Tuesday night session. Stay as long as you like. Peace and love, my beautiful friends. Thanks, guys. Namaste. Oh, you're so cute in there. Like COVID days all over again. Bye, team. Good night.